Lord Commander Guts here, doing a video for the late nights here. We just had a recent battle between myself and Warmaster, aka Tsar, versus two others. Novocaine Charmelaine playing as Lusitani, Skirmish Bilu playing as Armenia. Meanwhile, we have myself playing Aravachi against Lusitani, the rivals of Spain. Alright, so immediately we placed defenses here in our eastern forest here, and we pulled towards the right here as we noticed they were on the hill. I put majority of my cavalry in the forest in case they were going to flank, and so I pushed in this manner to sweep along. So we're here on the red, sweep towards the bottom side and try to dig them out of that trench that they have there, or at least dig them out of the forest angle so we can actually get some good hits on them from our range. Tsar did an excellent job moving up all his forces. And then I pulled out to kind of bait them in. If I had stayed there, they probably would have come around and gone through the middle, so I made sure to stick to his left side. Here's my range, and here's my front line. Here's my elites and my scouting cav. And there's my reinforcement cav. Now, I was hoping and betting a lot on this next movement. I was hoping that he would come in and hit some of these defenses. So let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit. They start to adjust us because they see that we're not coming at them from the forest side. We're actually going to try and expose them a little bit. And we do have a scorpion here. Tsar does bring the scorpion, and it does play vital in this victory. We're able to snipe the generals. He has one scorpion, though. We didn't want to be too overbalanced. Here it is. So here they are right there in the forest line. They're sending their cav right through the traps that we have set. We had walls right here in place, so they're probably confused at first, but he just barely missed the stakes. So it takes them a little bit longer to reform, but they do head for the flank, which gives my guys enough time to form up and reform everything here on the left. So I'm hoping that we can adjust one more time, because this is the essentially the most basic push that we could to get them to turn. And now we want them to turn even more. And in this turn, we could actually get them to kind of come at us on our left side. And that's exactly what I wanted with this cav right here, just waiting. It's got the eye symbols up right above them because they are invisible. You cannot see them. And that's perfect. So here they come. They're trying to push as we're adjusting. This is the final adjustment before the initial engagement here. And at the same time, I'm sending my scout cav up here to harass and kind of scout. See what we have over here, our recon cav. So they're reforming their line, so he's not going to push immediately here on the left side. So as soon as they adjust, that's when he makes his move. And he's hoping to push me out of alignment here. And then he sends his shot cav at me. This is a perfect bait here. I actually just pull out and have him follow me. I try to bait him to the archers, and I think he stops the following. I think he sees what I'm trying to do there after a good while. But now that he's chasing me, the other guy gets a little aggressive here. Wants to push that flank here on the left, my flank. And I got the Scutari infantry here. He doesn't want to charge me head on, but he does want to go around me and try and get us out of formation, so that way their main line, they can just kind of come at us and we'll be all in disarray. But to our advantage, he doesn't see my cav, and so he comes this way unexpectedly to this cav. Meanwhile, my cav has finally gotten the shot cavalry to pull away as we got into the archers, so that is discouraged. And right here's when I call the play. They're actually going to try and hit that right side. They don't see me. Now they see me, and now they're freaking out. I got the charge on them too. So now we got the surprise on them. Their cav is just out of sorts at this point. Their main line here is going to reform and try and save what they can of their cav, if they can. Meanwhile, I decide to engage the front here since they're not really paying attention to their archers. And I do some pretty good damage. There it is, right there. Bam. Of course, I pull out of that, giving our range an advantage. Now we have the chance to fire first. There goes our scorpion firing on their lines. Now we don't quite see their generals, or rather, they're not quite in range. which is alright. We're winning the cav fight here. I got this cav pretty much against the ropes. But they're bringing in their range, so I'm pushing my line now to keep them separate. So while he focuses on this line, we have the advantage here. We have the numbers. So all I have to do is just hold them back. And it's a pretty big sacrifice that I do here just to buy the time that Tsar needs to wipe out their needed targets. So right here I send my scout cav that pulled out to hit the archers here. And this will do an immense amount of damage here. And saves my cav over here in the main fight. Not as good a charge as I was hoping, but that's okay. It's enough to keep them busy, and now I got my infantry engaged. I got my reserve infantry here flanking around, and then I do have my elites coming in now. He's going to be essential in holding the line. Here comes their shot cav. They're going to try and hit me in the rear. They do. Very good charge on his part. But now we have him, and we're going to hit him pretty hard here. But the scout cab pulled away, and that's okay. We did the damage we needed to, and now he's going to be pulling out a little bit, trying to fire on the cab that's remaining. But at this point, I just overwhelmed their cav. They are just surrounded. Here comes my elite infantry here, and he's going to focus on these archers. Meanwhile, Tsar is kind of fighting that the range battle over here. Here comes the shot cav. Pulled out of that. But now he's going to try and hit Tsar in the back. Clips him in the side. He's able to come back, reform, and fight him with the spears. I don't know why he stuck around for the spearmen. But this is where we start turning around. So now I got my cav pushing up on the range. That's exactly what we did. The only thing here is he does have one axeman unit coming after a range. It's not able to do as much damage as he'd hoped. And now we're just wiping out that cav. Look at that. Even though he got the surprise attack on him, he's starting to turn this around. And he's exhausted, so that plays to our benefit. And we just won the cav fight here. So now we're able to hit up on the flanks. And I do send one cav to defend the archers here. So I'm able to pretty much defend the big blunt of that charge there. It does kind of wipe out the unit, but we come back and support and attack the left flank and destroy it. I keep the pressure on the left. And in the meantime, we're still reforming here. My men are actually auto-firing, but because he's not pushing, it actually does us a pretty good tactical advantage here. Just having him waste his men on mine. Yeah, look at that. 66. 53. And at this point, I think I do target his general. All right, and see, we're already winning this left side here, but we are going to lose a lot of people because they do have quite a bit of units. But we've killed more than they have. And they managed to rout my cav here. This is where the big fight happens. And this is the initial fight to hold them back. And it's just this one guy here, and then Tsar's spears. He doesn't engage with his general. He's trying to get the flank on my guys, rather than attack the archers, which are just going to demolish him. And then I come around here with my general, which I probably should have pulled him back, honestly. And I did, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, the range just destroys the cav here. Which is why it's vital to get them out early as possible. But as I pretty much pulled back from this and Tsar engaged the main fight on the right, I reformed my archers to target these two cav units, the general and the shot cav. I sacrificed one of my units to take the run of the force, while the rest of us just destroy the cav here. And he does have a morale buff right there, and we pop ours with Tsar. And right here, I try to help out Tsar's rear force here. Try and break this guy as early as possible, but Yeah, he does so much damage. And then my elite infantry's still holding out to these noble fighters. Best thing that Iberia has to offer. And they do hold this whole front here. It keeps all of his range busy, which is a mistake on his part. Because now that we turned that fight around over here, the cab's gone. Now we're going to fire on his general, and then the right side has already won their engagement that they're just mopping up at this point. Yeah, this is a very fun battle. We did not mean for it to be a night battle, but I think they had the advantage anyways since they had the hill. But they came off that hill, and they engaged us where we wanted them. That was initially the key here. At this point, we had Tsar move his scorpions around and try and fire and focus fire on the generals, which is what he was doing here. Which is exactly why this infantry was very vital in this battle right here. Holding the flank. Because even though we lost this unit, we killed a lot of their men, and we were able to snipe their general. Lusitania and Aravachi, big rivals. And here's where he wins this engagement. My men pull out. But he's taken so much damage. His archers are so... Yeah, look at these low numbers. So, he's trying to reform again. And come back around. But at this point, I'm refocusing my attention with my remaining archers on their range. Speltas are retreating. Their Zero Spears are now using the square formation, which will give him a buff, a little bit of a benefit to his defense, while he readjusts his line. Now he is winning this fight. There's no doubt about it. He's going to take it. Yeah. They lost their general over here, so they were going to break easily. And this is about where the player left. Yeah, general's dead, so this guy's going to run away pretty soon here. I have my guy still focusing here. But I have this spearman who's going to come and defend me. Now, Tsar and I actually coordinated on this attack here, and it was very smooth. Perfect block there. And now he's moving up on the archers here, so now I can actually readjust and try to maneuver through. Now all of his men are in yellow, except for this one unit. But that's going to change as soon as their general dies. So now he's reformed his scorpions, and now he's going to fire on the general. And let's see what else we got. The range right here. He's not actually attacking the range quite yet. But here's where he puts the pressure on, and I think he has this unit here on the right side to defend against this unit. Yeah, and he's not able to form in time, but that's alright. He's up against this smaller unit with low morale. And I did a little bit of friendly fire, but I re-changed my target there. I started firing back on the range. Speed it up a little bit. Actually, no, it's 40 seconds left. So this is where, I think this is where we kill the general. Oh yeah, he's firing on the general's back line. And as soon as we kill that general, these guys just rout instantly. And we have his unit that's still chasing the range. They're about to break. That spear's trying to catch him to get them engaged, but nope, the general died. That's where everyone breaks. And this is where the Late Knights have won their battle. This is a very fun battle to play with me and Tsar, and I'm hoping to do a little more, but let me know what you guys think of this kind of video. If you guys want to see this more often on the Late Knights channel, just comment and let us know what kind of footage you'd like to see. Whether you'd like to see more Rome 2, more Warhammer, or 3 Kingdoms while we wait for Total War Arena to come back. Alright guys, it's been a fun video. Lord Commander Guts, out.